Just want to take a few moments to get some things off my mind and give some words of wisdom to whoever may need to hear it. First thing I want to say is, don't just be a good employee. I feel like anybody can go get out here and get a job. Some people are fortunate to have good jobs. Some people are fortunate to have low-paying jobs. Some people are somewhere in the middle. But we exhaust a lot of our energy in life trying to maintain a status on the job. And then that translates a lot of times into an ego, to where we start comparing ourselves status-wise to other people. My point is, we look at jobs as a form of putting in work. But rarely do a lot of us put work in on ourselves to improve our human condition. And I just want to encourage y'all today to not just be someone who's good at putting in work on your job. When you get off work, when you clock out, the work still continues. There's still work to be done. And I think society, we lose grip on that. Majority of us are so fully focused on the promotion or the next job, the increasing the income, because that's important. That's important. You know, if you want to increase your income, save more money, to invest more money, to increase your assets, whatever you need to do to improve that's also part of your human condition. But with that, parallel that with putting work in on yourself, improving yourself. How are your relationships? Not just with your spouse or your children. What about, even on that job? Because a lot of, like I talked about, the ego, we get kind of carried away sometimes because of how much money we making or whatever status we're at. We start to mistreat people. You might cut somebody off, when you could have just let them get the right of way. And as a result, that person day might be effed up. And you might feel like, look what I cut them off. And you know how people can get out here on these roads. Or it could be a situation, just walk through the door, and instead of holding the door open for the person walk behind you, just let it slam on them. And now their attitude is all messed up. And a lot of us are not conscious and aware of how we are treating people, or what type of lingering effect we have on people in the midst of us getting paid, in the midst of us growing in our status, in society and popularity or whatever. Because it's, all this internet and social media, a lot of us are using these platforms just to get more popular. Rarely are we doing this anymore, where we actually having a real conversation, talking about something, having a topic. But that's what I wanted to remind y'all, that we're here to put in work. I believe we all are here. I mean, why would you be here if you wasn't here to improve something? If you didn't have some work to do? I mean, you look at nature, right? Because I've been getting into the growing things and stuff like that. I'm a homeowner and I grow vegetables and stuff. I'm starting that now, but the process, when I look at that process, that takes work. I remember in my backyard, it hardly had no grass. I had to put the seed down, grass seed down. I had to get out there every day and water it until I seen and let the sun, do its magic on the earth and watch it grow and get to the result that I wanted it to get to. But it didn't just happen by me wishing and hoping. I literally had to get out there and put in the work. It's no different with your life, with your human condition, and the whole purpose of why we're here. We have to put in some work. I bet you can look around and you're gonna find that, what? Yeah, life is good. Maybe, things is cool right now, but I still got some work to do. I can improve on this. Matter of fact, let me work on this today. With the days that you get, being able to wake up, you're like, well, what do I want to work on today? What do I want to improve on today? What in my life needs the most attention? And what steps can I take today towards improving that? That's all it takes. And I learned that the mind is very powerful when you are manifesting like that. A lot of us try to manifest material stuff that really don't have no effect on your life. It's just something that's going to give you a temporary gratification or temporary sensation. These objects and these material items that we pursue. A lot of us try to do manifestation work in those areas instead of personal growth. And I find that personal growth manifestation is far more effective. And this is something that is eternal. This stays with you. If you decide to, hopefully all of us can do whatever necessary stuff we need to do so that we don't have to recycle, like what they call reincarnate, unless you want to. Because some people want to. Some people choose to return because they have a certain work that they want to do, certain things that they wanted to improve on. Maybe the last time they didn't get it right. Maybe they made some mistakes. There's people making bad mistakes out here, y'all. They good people that's making bad choices. They got good hearts. They intelligent. But they may just make one bad decision. And they may be incarcerated for the rest of their life. Might be sent to, death row, or we don't know, man. People have different lives and choices. But that's what happens when you are not putting in the work and you're not conscious and aware of what you're here to do. We're here to work. We're here to improve this human condition. There's a lot of work that can be done. You look around. There's a lot of people that's working very, very extremely hard to make this a bad place. Right or wrong, religious folk, amen. So there's a lot of people on our planet that are working extremely hard to ensure that poverty remains, wickedness remains, sickness, diseases, chemicals in the sky, all kind of different things, man. These people are going to work extremely hard to their last breath to ensure that the condition on earth is a bad experience or difficult experience. So where are the ones that are working to improve the experience? To where when you come in contact with them, they don't feel threatened. There's not fear. There's not, You know, there's more of a pleasant, welcoming harmony experience between individuals when they come across each other, you know. And I think that takes us taking these steps towards improving ourselves each and every day, finding what work we need to do on ourselves and what work you need to do in your surrounding area, because we neglect this beautiful earth consistently. We walk all over it. You know, think about it. We throw trash on it. We're not treating the earth well, people. What if the earth said, you know what? I'm tired of these fools. You know, it could be an earthquake, it could be anything at any point, a sinkhole, a mudslide, floods, you know. So I want to make sure I'm doing what I need to do so that ain't no natural disasters taking place where I'm at, you know. It ain't no fear based. It's just out of love, you know, of appreciating my experience, having another opportunity to get it right if I got it wrong in my last life, because I don't know. What if I got it wrong in my last life and this is my opportunity to get it right? So every day I have to be conscious and aware, like, look, I don't want to make the same mistake I did before. I don't want to recycle this, you know what I'm saying, if I don't have to. So maybe y'all got something from this, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a deeper conversation on putting in work, real work, not just being a good employee. You know, your promotion is cool, your job might be cool, you got to do what you got to do, provide, pay these bills, but don't forget, you know, don't just clock out, mentally clock out when you clock out from your job. Always stay on, you know what I mean? Stay on shift. We got a lot of work to do, y'all. Don't just go home, clock out from work, and then you turn your mind off and don't want to do nothing else because you're so exhausted. No, man, we you know, this is a short life, y'all. You know what I mean? So let's stay aware. Let's keep that light bulb on at all times, and you will appreciate it. Keep that work going when you get home. Clean your house up, organize, do what you got to do, and I promise you, you will feel better when you wake up the next morning knowing that, you know what, everything in order and everything is peaceful, you know. So one love, y'all. Hopefully y'all got something from this once more, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.